baby, Karma did not text first. She pulled up to Alicia Keys' house in red bottoms, kicked the door in, and said, "Remember me? This ain't your regular he said, she said. This is poetic payback with a side of receipts the internet been saving in a folder called Full Circle." Her man, Swizz Beatz, the producer she's been singing love songs about, allegedly getting real cozy with Lala Anthony. Not a stranger, not a mystery girl, her friend. And now the whispers are loud, the timelines are messy, and those old rumors back like they never left. Let's sip carefully, because this tea burns.
So boom, blogs start buzzing about a supposed private tape. Word on the street is it shows Swizz and Lala in a way that screams not just buddies. The moment Alicia allegedly peeped it, whew, no diary entry, no "let me sleep on it," sis reportedly snapped. All those that's interesting moments about their friendship, they spilled out at once. And the gag is, folks been side-eyeing this duo for years. The tape just turned whispers into a siren. But how long were the alarms quietly ringing? Longer than you think.
Insiders claim the entanglement been simmering for at least 3 years and possibly overlapped with Lala's marriage to Carmelo Anthony. Yes, that Mello. Now, he had his own mess, sure. But imagine your marriage falling apart while a friend is allegedly warming up to somebody else's husband behind the scenes. The internet FBI did what they do. Lined up comments, events, matching trips, suspicious timing. When you lay the posts next to the calendars, it looks less like coincidence, more like convenience. And if this feels familiar, it's because we've seen this movie before. Same producer, different co-star.
Let's rewind. In 2021, radio personality Miss Jones claimed someone from Swizz's own circle slid into her DMs with tea that Swizz and Lala were more than friends, allegedly in love, but he wasn't leaving his wife. She even pointed to the comment patterns on his IG like, look at who's first under his posts. Look at how they play it cool after. Swizz went into defense mode quick, denied it, tossed up Alicia's song Lala like, relax, it's just music. Alicia stood by her man. But fast forward to now, and the street story says she saw something she couldn't unsee. And that's where it gets ugly, because this ain't just infidelity, it's friendship betrayal.
This what cuts deep. Alicia and Lala weren't hey girl strangers. They shared rooms, events, photos, vibes. So if the rumor mill is even halfway right, it's not only a husband stepping out, it's a friend stepping in. The timeline feels like a group chat gone wrong. Half the internet is Team Alicia. That's foul. The other half is like, girl, this is how you got him. And whether you love Alicia or side-eye her past, the symmetry is loud. Which brings us to the origin story folks conveniently forget. Back in the late 2000s, Swizz was married to Mashonda Tifferay. She dropped an open letter that shook the room, accused Alicia of getting close to her husband while they were still together, still living as a family, fresh off having a baby. According to Mashonda, she went woman to woman asking Alicia to step back so they could fix their home. That didn't happen. Soon after, Swizz left, Alicia got the title. If today's rumors are true, Lala is allegedly playing the same role Alicia once played. That's not just irony, that's a mirror. And the mirror gets colder when the conversation turns to motherhood. Reports at the time said Alicia allegedly encouraged Swizz to push for full custody of his son with Mashonda at the height of the breakup storm. To outsiders, it looked less like blending families and more like deleting history. Eventually, Mashonda made peace for her child, not for clout. They did the interviews about co-parenting, the photo ops with blended family smiles. But let's keep it real. Pretty pictures don't always mean healed hearts. Meanwhile, the one constant in all eras of this story might be Swizz's pattern.
Swizz history been documented.
a child with Nicole Levy around the time Mashonda was expecting, a daughter with Jonna Sebastian during the Alicia-Mashonda overlap years, the headlines, the timelines, the math. We've had clues. Back then, Alicia stood beside him, unbothered by the noise. Now sis is allegedly holding receipts with her name on them. The lesson? If you ignore the pattern won't ignore you. So where does Lala fit when the camera pans out?
Lala's divorce from Mello was public, messy, and stretched over years. Since then, she's been carefully curating her peace, keeping future relationships low. But public women don't get private grace. Every glance is a headline, whether she's innocent or involved. The internet already wrote the narrative. That's the trap. One rumor, and suddenly you're the villain in somebody else's love story. And Alicia, she's living on two timelines: public perfection and private chaos.
Alicia's brand is peace, crystals, keys, no makeup movement, healing energy. The marriage visuals were curated: island vows, art house photos, spiritual captions. That makes the alleged betrayal feel extra jarring. It's not just he cheated, it's the fairy tale cracked. And when your brand is harmony, scandal sounds louder. You can mute comments, but you can't mute timelines. And when the fairy tale cracks, the PR truck pulls up.
Clock the pattern. Posts about family first, captions about growth, carefully timed public outings. You'll get the "we put our kids first" interviews, maybe a joint red carpet moment to say we're fine. Or the opposite, quiet distance and solo appearances. Either way, the game never changes. Control the narrative, delay the fallout, keep the music moving. Meanwhile, the internet takes screenshots like it's midterms. But digital forensics isn't what really keeps people watching. Story does. And this story has themes.
There's a reason we can't look away. It's loyalty versus temptation, power versus accountability, friendship versus fame. These are human problems in designer clothes. Folks see themselves somewhere in the mess. Maybe you were the Mashonda, the Alicia, the Lala, or the friend yelling, "Girl, don't do it." That's why the comments feel like a group therapy session we didn't pay for. And the comments, woo, they're the whole sociology class. Fan camps are split. Team Karma came to collect. They recite the past, post Mashonda's letter, and say the block always spins back. Team Let That Woman Heal. They argue growth is real and people aren't their worst chapter forever. Team Everybody Messy. They think all three got caught in the same fame machine. Nobody's clean, nobody's doomed, just cycles repeating. The truth is probably sitting in the middle seat, annoyed at both windows. And while we debate, the alleged tape rumor is the match folks keep waving around. So, where do I land? I think this whole saga is a beautifully ugly reminder that cycles break when people do. Alicia built her new chapter on top of somebody else's ending, and years later, she's allegedly standing in the same smoke. Do I think she deserves it? No. Life ain't a vending machine. But do I think it tracks? Absolutely. History be sprinting in circles when nobody slams the brakes. If the alleged tape is real, the truth will do what truth always does: walk in without knocking. If it's not, then let this be the last time we let rumors write the epilogue. Either way, I hope the women involved choose peace that doesn't require public performance. Is this karma doing laps or just fame, love, and bad choices crashing into each other again? Drop your take in the comments. And be respectful, y'all. These are real people, real kids. While you here, like this video if you were locked in, subscribe if you love tea with context, and turn on notifications so you're not the last to know when the streets start whispering again. And if you made it this far, comment full circle so I know you're a part of the day ones who actually finished their plate. Love y'all. See you in the next one.